Stand in the line, they put me in the center. It blow their mind when they see how I'm winning. Went back and doubled up, now you in trouble. My all hustle, my diamonds are huddled up. TGOD got this off the muscle. Ask me about my life, man, I love it, I love it. Got so.
We welcome all of you to Nissan Stadium on the banks of the Cumberland River in downtown Nashville, Tennessee. Today, it's a Week 9 matchup set to go here between the Washington Commanders and the Tennessee Titans. The first 2 months of the regular season down. What will the final two bring us as we're off in Week 9? Fielded just outside the goal line. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29. They'll start on the ground here on first down. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. Second down coming up. Well, this Washington defense, Charles, terrific in the victory a week ago.
I have to admit I was extremely impressed by what I saw on tape because they stayed in the face of the quarterback the entire game, ended up getting 4 sacks total, and made it difficult for him to step up and find receivers downfield. Also made it hard for him to escape the pocket and run.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete.
Pretty nice coverage there, but a missed opportunity for an interception. Let's face it, a lot of these defenders, they've got it all. Speed, athleticism, hands, a little bit questionable.
On third down, he'll drop to throw. Over the middle, complete. It's Russell. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. A first down and then some. Give him 29 yards. He's such a good route runner. Shows it there on third down. Very proficient and a good pass.
And you know what I've observed over the years in the NFL? The better a route runner you are, the more confidence your guy's going to have in you to go to you in important times because he can trust you being in the right spot, and they connected there and picked up a first down.
A little bit of daylight on that first down run sets him up nicely. 8 yards on the carry. The Titans at 5-3 now on the year. And they come in playing some pretty decent football. 5-3 over their last 8.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
Second and 2. His throw's going to be incomplete.
No coverage bust by the defense here. They did a nice job accounting for everybody, and that led to an incompletion.
After the incompletion, here now, 3rd and 2. Now a handoff up the middle. Jeffries. And into the end zone for a Tennessee touchdown. A great effort there. His 11th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Titans get the upper hand as they're on the board first here this afternoon. Extra point by Patterson, up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. There's the Titan kick team as they run up and send this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. First and 10 here for Hal and the Commanders at their 25-yard line. The slot man in motion right. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. Nice way to start the drive, a gain of 12 and a first down. He was well over 100 yards last week. He told us this week, a little ambitious, said he wants to hit that 200 mark. We'll see.
Makes sense, though, doesn't it? Have we ever run into a running back that had a great game the week before that didn't think that's just going to naturally continue? Just make sure you feed me the football. And that's what they're all about. Continuity, rhythm, number of carries. Just keep giving it to him.
Here's Howell. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
They'll put a check mark in the box where the defense coordinator was saying, how well can we stay with these receivers if we're in man coverage? Because he just did it on that one, forced the incompletion. That allowed him to get bolder with his pass rush, won't it?
Absolutely, frees up your guys elsewhere. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Here's Howell to throw on 2nd down. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. Howell trying to pick it up on 3rd. That's complete. Terry McLaurin with it. Oh, he's got some breathing room. Touchdown, Washington. And CD, we have seen some great runs the last few times we've been together, but I think we can at least put this one in our top 5. That was a determined gallop there.
Yeah, this is a guy who runs with such balance and control. I mean, he went through that early contact just like he was driving over a speed bump. And he's able to continue his way downfield and wind up in the end zone.
And you can see the distance traveled there after the initial contact on the next-gen stats. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. Taken in at the 3. And he had no room to run as he's tackled down inside the 20. Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. And, Charles, if the season ended today, and it's not going to, we still have December left.
More football.
We're only in November. But they would be a wild card team. And that's great. They'd be in the playoffs, but you know they're trying to bump up to be one of those division leaders. That
guarantees you at least one home game in the playoffs, and that's what you're really seeking. But there also isn't much margin for error for this team, right? Because right where they're sitting, a 2-game losing streak could have them out of the playoffs, so they've got to make sure they continue to keep the momentum going.
Absolutely. There's some sharks smelling blood in the water behind them. They'll look to throw here on first down. Nowhere to turn here, and he's going to go down. Back at about the 37-yard line. Chase Young, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year. So 2nd and long, and got to be careful not to fall out of field goal range. Up the middle they go. Jeffries, and he'll snag about 5 yards down to the 32.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
An extra man in the secondary for Washington on 3rd down. They'll look to throw here. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Multiple players getting home there, and it's a loss of 2 on the sack. Riley Patterson now on for the field goal. from the right hash and call it an even 50 yards. Patterson's kick is good. And they take the lead here now at 10-7. So they're able to win that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number one. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And you know, it's certainly a lot of football left to play. We're not into December yet, but right now where we stand, they're in first place in their division, looking really good and looking to be a threat come January.
You know, are you one of those early holiday shoppers, partner? Are you one of the... this done because I think about what every team has on their holiday shopping list right now. What's the number one goal? Make the playoffs. Number two, win your division. Number three, and I think the biggest goal of all, try to get the number one seed so you get that first round bye and ensure you don't have to go anywhere in January and hopefully get to the Super Bowl that way.
He's got a man complete. Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. 39 yards there, a big one.
That is the exact right play call against that defense. So a hat tip to the offensive play caller because he won that part of the chess match. But give credit to his players as well. They won the execution part of it.
They'll throw on first down. Here's Howell. And he wisely will throw that one away.
And I can see the officials kind of looking at each other down there, silently wondering, does this meet the level of grounding? Fortunately, he did have a receiver in the area, but I have seen less obvious throwaways called as penalties.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Howell, he finds his man, complete. It's Martinez. And he'll be marked down at about the 26-yard line. 10-7 our score after one right here on EA Sports. Extra defensive back out there for the Titans now here for 3rd down. They'll send a receiver in motion to the left. Back to throw. Howell. Finding his safety valve here. That's complete. And he'll be out of bounds as he gets this down about the 21 or 22. A pickup of 5 that time and a first down.
Short yardage situation, you have to wonder if they thought that they were just going to run it inside. But you have to be cognizant of the back slipping out in the backfield trying to find some open space. And that's exactly what he does to the tune of a first down.
And he maneuvers up the middle for 3, and it's 2nd down. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. They'll keep it on. And he fumbled it. It's on the ground. It's picked up by the Titans. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
I know a lot of defensive coaches have certain guys on their squad that they look to as drive stoppers. Guys who can make big plays, interceptions, not get free. In this case, they didn't need one. The offense supplied it for them, just dropping the ball.
Yeah, and that was after they were doing so well on this drive through the air. They go to the ground, doesn't work. Back to throw now on first down. He finds his man, complete. It's Russell. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. From Commander's territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 47. They run the counter. Jeffries. Another good gain. That's now 35 yards combined on those last 2 plays. Just a terrific run there, Charles, from a running back who is so compact and powerful, and that strength was on display there.
And with a guy his size, you have to know defensively that arm tackles aren't going to fly with him. You have to be able to wrap up, or else he can just brush tacklers aside like they're not even there.
Right back to him on first down. Nothing doing. Barely able to muster a yard to hit the 35.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
Second and 9. They'll set up to throw. This is caught. It's Christian Watson. And they're going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at Washington's 17-yard line. He goes for 18 there as the drive will continue. So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. Now a handoff up the middle. Jeffries. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8. 2nd and 2.
That's a strong pickup right there on 1st down. And as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's 2nd and a couple. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. He'll wind up losing 3. And now it's 3rd down.
Well, that kind of hit will certainly fire up your team both on the field and on the sideline. Tackles for lost yardage, they're always welcome.
This offense on 3rd down today, they've been okay. 2 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5. He'll look to throw. Got a man, and it's taken in for a Titans touchdown. Christian Watson, his 6th touchdown of the season, as his guys are able to extend their lead. Extra point by Patterson, up and good. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. There's the Titan kick team as they run up and send this one away. Fielded just outside the goal line. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. Last time out, remember, they fumbled the football. That led to the touchdown. And, Charles, they were in the red zone, so that's a backbreaker. They got to try to pick up the pieces here on this drive.
Yeah, and I actually started to do the math here, so be patient with me. 12-point swing is the way I calculate it, because not only did they drop the ball in the red zone, they watched the opponent score a touchdown right after that. So their goal, have a drive here and try and get some of those points back. On any running play that's called, they're always hoping that it's going to break big and go the distance. But when you get a nice gain like that, you're able to do so many things anyway. You can come back and run essentially the same play again, continue to move the ball on the ground, or you can decide to throw the ball now because usually you have the defense back on its heels.
They brought in an extra defensive back here, so probably not expecting a run on 3rd and 3.
A good call.
Powell. And that is incomplete.
Well, he certainly didn't like what he saw at all from the coverage on his primary reads, and he didn't even have any luck trying to get back to his safety valve. Give defense a credit. Coverage was in lockdown mode everywhere.
Tress Way on 4th down is sent out to punt. This will be fielded at the 17. 51 yards on the punt there. And it'll be Titan football. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. They have to be pleased with the way that they've moved the football thus far.
And why wouldn't they be? 2 touchdowns on a field goal in their first 3 possessions. They're playing so well right now, the field goal probably feels like a disappointment.
Now a throw right side taken in here to start this drive. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield. Now a give, right side. Jeffries. And he's got it across the midfield stripe and into Washington territory. 72 yards rushing for him as he has been tough to stop here this first half.
I think we can safely say that those types of plays are the backbone of this offense. We know not every run's going to be a big hitter, but you know they'll take that type of result on each and every attempt.
And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39. That one a first down pickup of 8.
I'm not sure how much more evidence they need, partner, than to understand that if they don't start to slow him down, it's going to be a long afternoon here at the stadium because he is just shredding them at this point. And let's face it, coming into the game, they knew he would be the focal point of their attack. This is going to take an 11-man unit on the defensive side to start making plays.
And he'll be marked down right at the 20-yard line. If you're going to blitz, likely going to leave you in man coverage with this guy, and that is less than ideal.
It is because just about any offense that has an elite receiver, if you blitz and have him in man coverage, you're going to him, even if he has an elite defender on him, because he usually knows where the ball is before the defender does.
Now Tennessee going to use the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 33 seconds to go in the first half. Just a yard to go here on second down. Back to throw. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Russell. And the Titans are looking at first and goal as he's tackled all the way down at the 2-yard line. And he's going to get this back to the 3-yard line and no further. Now the offense will burn their third and final timeout. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. 2 of their 3 red zone trips so far they've come up empty on. They'll look to reverse that trend on second and goal. He'll drop to throw. This is caught. And it's a Titans touchdown. A great play there in the final seconds of the first half. And the Titans will extend their lead here just before halftime. Extra point by Patterson, up and good. And that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. Taken in at the 3. And he'll get it up just past the 20 as his guys will go to work at the 21-yard line. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And only 6 seconds on the clock, so time likely for just one play. And now this throw incomplete, and that is how this first half will come to an end. So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon. Washington down on the scoreboard, but they are getting the football first here, and we are back underway on EA Sports. And he will make it to the 20-yard line and no further. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. Well, they look up at the scoreboard facing that deficit. A 3-score game, Charles, but look, there's plenty of time to go here. The real football cliche that comes to my mind is you can't get it all back at once. They probably need something, though, out of this drive, at least 3 points.
Are you trying to say that there's no 3-score drive on that play sheet for any of those coordinators? They just don't have it, right? You're trying to get it all back. You know you can't get it back in one drive, but maybe cut into it a little bit as you just suggested. Try and create a little bit of momentum, a little bit of a spark, and then maybe that'll carry over.
He finds his man complete. It's Martinez. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. A gain there of 21 yards.
Well, we talk all the time about playing situational football, and right now I think the scoreboard is dictating what they need to do. Where they are in this game, they've got to push the ball downfield, take their shots, try and get big chunks of yardage in a short amount of time. That was a nice play there.
First down, Howell to throw. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
And attempted a deep ball there, they didn't get it. But, boy, they're going to need a few of those to actually hit in order to get back into this game.
Good thing they do have a little bit of time here still left in the contest. Decent-sized deficit, but not one that they can't manage. On 2nd and 10, Howell. And he comes back with one complete. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. The Washington passing game dialed in now. It's a first down.
Well, they certainly had success throughout this contest getting him the ball in the passing game, and there he picks up another first down. Whatever they saw going into this one, they've been able to capitalize on it, and no adjustment has been made to take it away.
Off-play action. It's Howell. He finds his man, complete. It's Martinez. And they'll get this down to around the 47-yard line.
Oh, it's time to give a little credit there to the defense. They played that very well because it was a drag route, and he ran a little shallower than normal as he worked straight across the field. He was hoping he'd get lost behind the defensive line, but once he made the catch, nowhere to turn upfield and gain any yardage.
On 2nd down, Boyce looking for a cutback lane, but nothing there as he's met at the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and they're left with a 3rd and 8. Now, they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the 3rd quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe he'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Titans' 34-yard line. 12 yards there as they move the chains.
It's taken a while for this offense to get going. A little creaky at the start, but they're oiled up now. A nice throw there, and they're really putting together a good drive.
He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And this one is incomplete.
The scoreboard tells a story for him, a little bit bleak, and while it's not quite desperation time yet, it's definitely getting close, but the defense reads the scoreboard as well. They're going to back up and make them really earn it.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Up the middle they go. Boyce. And he's going to be out down inside the 20 at the 15. 43 yards rushing now on 8 carries for him so far.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
And this time the yards won't come so easy, as they'll in fact tackle him behind the line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
I see a shake of the head as he gets up, and you've got to imagine he's thinking, guys, you got to help me out. He's hoping his team can read his thoughts because he definitely needs some assistance.
A rare misstep on that last play because the drive has been strong, but now it's 2nd and 12. They'll keep it on the ground. Boyce. And he's going to get it inside the 10 to the 7-yard line. They get 9 yards back on the run there, and they're left with a much more makeable 3rd and 2. They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. Third and 2, here's Howell. And he's got it. Touchdown. A 7-yard touchdown grab. And the Commanders are able to cut into this lead as they score on the opening drive of the second half. Extra point by Sly is up and good. And the lead down to 10, 24-14. Joey Sly now to kick off after the touchdown. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. And they were terrific in the first half, built up a sizable lead, and it's just been cut into a bit following the opening drive score on the other side. But this is a unit that has to be itching to get the football again.
You could say that again. They've got to be pretty eager because, let's face it, they've had to sit through halftime, then sit on the sidelines and watch that drive. So you can bet that they're saying, let's get on with this. We got to go out there and get some more points.
On second down now, Jeffries pushes him over. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. 9 yards, and that leaves him just short, so it'll be third and less than a yard. So from second and long, now we go to third and very manageable.
Yeah, they love that phrase, don't they? Because as an offensive coordinator, you can keep people a little bit off balance and guessing. Because you don't have to throw it. You come back with a strong run game if you want to. And if you're in 4-down territory, that really opens things up for you.
3 yards there, good enough to keep the drive moving. They'll look to throw. He finds Watson. It's caught. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
I'll tell you what, a lot of those mid-range throws have been available because sometimes teams get too concerned about the deep ball and they leave too much space in front of them. And these guys have been taking advantage so far.
He finds his man, complete. That's Russell. And able to get this to the 24-yard line. They began the play at the 12. It's also a pickup of 12 for the first down. They'll run on first down. Jeffries. And he'll get about 5 here as he'll take this down inside the 20-yard line.
They've created a nice sustained drive off of plays like that. A nice strong run there that keeps them advancing the ball.
The first down run got 5. Here's second and 5. Now back to throw. And it's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Tennessee. From 19 yards away. And the Titans are able to extend their lead in the final seconds of this third quarter. Extra point by Patterson, up and good. And that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. There's the Titan kick team as they run up and send this one away. Fielded just outside the goal line. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
Following the sack, they'll try to change their fortune here on 2nd and 13. Boyce. And they won't fare much better here as he maybe gets back to the line. Maybe a gain of a yard that time, but from the spot, actually no gain. So 3rd and long. Powell throwing on 3rd down here. Got this complete to Jahan Dotson. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. Last play they got stuffed at the line. Different story here, over 20 yards. They'll get that one out quickly to Brown. The result, only 4 yards there on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
On 2nd down. Boyce, and nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, so they're left with a 3rd down and 6. This run defense has been pretty stout all game long. Now you're here in the 4th quarter. Should rely more on the passing attack?
I don't think you have any choice, and I don't think you have to dress it up at all either. Throughout the first 3 quarters, you're still trying to convince the defense that you may run the football. That's out the window right now. Protect, let your quarterback operate, and try and find some targets in the open field downfield.
Powell, he'll look to throw it. And looking for McLaurin, but this is intercepted. And the Titans are going to have great field position here as this is returned just shy of midfield. Well, offensively, Charles, hard to put a silver lining on this one. No secret that they had to take chances with a score where it is, and it leads to a turnover.
I love how you paint the picture, partner, because you're exactly right about that one. Look at the empty stares on that sideline. This is one of those games where you just want to go crawl under a rock until it's over.
They'll start on the ground here on 1st down. And some space here. 121 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long. No doubt those are the types of carries they're looking for here, Charles. The lead in the 4th quarter. This is when coaches that have a reliable running game, they breathe a little easier on the sideline.
Yeah, they love the idea that they can take the air out of the football at this point of the game. That means they're really counting on that offensive line.
Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Dropped for a loss of 7 by multiple defenders.
The last run went so well for them, maybe they should have just handed it off right here, too. Instead, the quarterback ends up keeping it, and the defense is right on it and wipes away the yardage gained on the last snap.
On 2nd down now. Jeffries, they're going to snuff this play out behind the line. We have not seen that much today. That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up 3rd down.
With his size, he's a tough man to bring down, but they do a nice job there stopping his progress and not allowing him to get back to the line of scrimmage.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. They'll complete this one to Watson. And they're going to have another 1st down here as the tackle's made at Washington's 25-yard line. A real letdown defensively. That was 3rd and a bundle, but they allow the conversion. On 1st down, Jeffries. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4. Starting to become a tough spot for this defense. You're down 4th quarter, looking a little fatigued maybe on that side of the ball.
Partner, we've seen this before, haven't we? Because every coach we've ever talked to says body language is important. And now you're seeing guys with their hands on their hips, they're bent over, hands on their knees. And the offensive guys, they're just saying, let's just keep running it out, and we've got them now.
That 2nd down play nets a -4. The Titans on 3rd down. They have been superb. 5 for 6 to this point. This is 3rd and 8. And he'll have the 1st down, getting this one to the 14-yard line. And they take a knee.
Ready up.
And they'll indeed take a knee. The last two plays, each lose a yard. They'll try to move forward here on 3rd and 12. And they will take a knee here.
Here we go, set.
So this one, a Tennessee Titan victory. And we talked so much about the turnover battle determining who wins and who loses. This game, no exception. They didn't turn the ball over at all, and they go on to victory.
They look like a smooth operation in this one, didn't they? Because you look at every facet of the game, they handled their business. Offense took care of the football, converted it into points. Defense took the ball away, gave it back to the offense. Special teams right there with them. That's the type of game a coach is going to really love and value. And when they show the film, they have to be careful not to give out too many kudos and kill their motivation going forward.
So for Tennessee, the win will help them keep pace in the playoff race as they move to 6-3 on the year. And they'll hit the road next week to take on the Denver Broncos. Meanwhile, for the Commanders, they drop back to 500 now at 4 up and 4 down. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves next week at home against San Francisco.
Hello, new world, all the boys and girls. I got some true stories to tell. You're back outside, but they still lie. Whoa, yeah. Take off the foo-foo, take off the cloud chase, take off the Wi-Fi, take off the money phone, take off the car loan, take off the flex and the white loss. Take off the weird jewelry, I'ma take 10 steps, then I'm taking off top off. Take off the fabricate streams and the microwave memes, it's a real world outside. Take off your idols, take off the runway, take off the Cairo. Take off the Sandro pay, 5-day stay, take off for the meal, hella follow. Take off the far flag, take off perception, take off the cop with the iPad. Take off the allure, take off the unsure, take off decisions I lack. Take off the fake deep, take off the fake woke, take off the I'm broke, I care. Take off the gossip, take off the new logic, that if I'm rich, I'm real. Take off the should know, take off the Doge, take off the Birkin bag. Take all that designer off and what do you have? You ugly. You out of pocket. 2 ATMs, you stepping to what? You out of pocket. Who you think they talk about? Talk about us. You out of pocket. Who you think they carry up us? Get back in pocket. The world in a panic, the women is stranded, the men on the run. The profits abandoned, the law take advantage. The market is crashing, the industry wants to sleep in the box while they making a mockery following us. This ain't monopoly, watching for love. This ain't monogamy, y'all getting jumping on what the hell is that? I gotta relax when I feel. All my descendants,